Okay, bring that other end to me.
What, my end?
Yeah, it has to come back through the frame rail. How do you think we're going to get it out there, son? I'm going to make a mess?
Probably. In your case, probably.
Don't shove it in the oil. Let me get a hold of it.
You got it, all you. That was all you, not me.
Here, take the rag. Take the gizmo.
Oh, great. It's draining into the dang rag. Of course, I just knocked over something.
Are you going to talk the whole time? Where is he?
Right here. Okay.
ISX. The new filter number is the LF14000NN. Was LF, was it 9080? I think it was before that. They keep on changing the filter. This is nanotechnology stuff. I put grease on the rubber. You can see the shiny on there. I put the grease on there. So the filter don't bond on so hard that you can't get it off. I do it on the fuel filters too. But when they don't want to come off, you're going to wish you put something on them. I guess I'm ready to set that one out.
Okay. Do you need the wrench for that?
No. All I need is to hand this filter out. That's all.
Okay. All right, let me pause it because I'll grab your other one.
I should have had that rag. Did I set it down? Just grab the filter off of there, unscrew it, bring it down. I'll set that filter out here.
Okay.
I needed a rag first to wipe it. Alright, that's the old. That's the hole that
Gizmo put it in.
Yep. Just sets on there. Take a light hammer, you just hit it and it pokes a hole through it. And then when you pull this out slow, if you pull on it too hard like I did, you lose the whole gizmo out and it won't fill the tube. But right now it's done, so we gotta mess with it. Main thing was it didn't make a mess, which it didn't. Now I gotta wipe where the filter sets on to make sure it's clean before I put the new filter on. So what I was doing down there on the engine, where this screws on the metal, on the opposite side of this, where the metal is, where the oil residue was and that, I wiped all that in the grill. So it's all clean and it's ready for me to set my new filter on. Hand me my rag. Can you see where I'm putting it on?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it don't always line up.
No, it's true.
I'm doing this with one hand down here, at least on my model. It's not all open where I can get my arm up in there.
The wrestling match.
I think I got it started. I forgot before. And you gotta be in a hurry to get it off before it gets hot.
Yeah, make sure you take the plastic off.
I usually leave it on as long as I can to keep it nice and pretty. If you want to write your hours of service, how many hours is on the motor, you can do that now. I
You
keep
do that
track of it on my... I have a reset inside the truck that I can reset it.
You usually write it on some of your stuff, your filters.
Yeah, I
and
used
that.
to write it on there, but I got it inside the truck now. I have an hour meter.
It's just nice to look at it when you open up the hood because you know how long it's been.
I do it on the fuel or on the oil filter. I do it.
And your
The
air
main
filter.
one in the dash, I keep track of my engine oil hours. Just wiping stuff off before we get ready to pull the big plug.
Yeah, today we got to do a sample today, so that's another
Yeah, I
little,
gotta do a
little
sample.
treat to show you.
Dang it, I was doing so good. Got oil on my rag and then got it on my cardboard.
Where's your little scraper thing?
Don't need it yet. We got a big bunch of oil to dump in there.
Okay.
Just setting my rag there for now. All right, Mr. Jerk, where's my tube? Tube.
Turn off. Okay, you're back on.
Can you see the writing on it?
Yeah.
It says nospill.com. This is one of the part numbers on here. This is just for this tube. All right, now if you can see right here, can you see that plug?
Yep.
That's a no spill. This matches up to it. It's like it's a check valve. Ready to be amazed. No mess. That's why it's called no spill. When I screw this on, it turns on the valve. You can control how much I'm going to put in this jug and turn it off, and I can switch jugs without making a mess.
It was really nice when we found that, huh?
Yeah, I did some really
Lot of
had to do
research.
a lot of online work
To find that.
find this tube. Look at that. You see how I'm screwing it on?
Yep, I am. Yep.
And it's flowing.
Yep.
All right. Where's my sample?
Okay, sample. 1 second, right here.
I'm going to shut it off.
Here's your sample. I didn't show him your sample.
This is my empty sample, but you got to take the lid off, Don. It ain't going to work.
So why we're doing a sample today?
Because we changed the oil cooler. When you change the oil cooler, I like doing samples.
To see, make sure
I got over a
everything's...
million miles on this motor, and I need to do a sample once in a while, make sure there ain't something wrong, rings, head, antifreeze in the oil kind of thing.
We had that for a little bit.
Well, the antifreeze in the oil was from that oil cooler going bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm sticking this sample thingy in there,
You have to get over here. Come over
fill
here.
it up. Okay, we got my sample.
Say what?
I was just gonna need that one. Here.
I think I got a touch too much.
Okay. Yeah, they don't take a lot to use those samples.
Is it about right where the line is?
Yep, yep. It's very easy. They give you the lines on there to know right where how much oil
Yeah,
to put
there's
in
a
it.
fill line.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
I think we're right on
Yeah,
it. What do you
it
think?
is,
You think
yeah.
I need a dab more?
No, we've done enough of these. I think that's right, exactly where you're supposed to be. Yeah. And then we just mail it into the thing.
No, there's a list of paperwork. You can put it in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still warm.
A lot of
Oil's
things,
warm.
you
You
guys,
want
on
the
my
oil to
channel.
cool out. I did a warm oil sample.
Now we're gonna have to do
You ain't doing anything.
next season. Do another one. As you guys can see,
No.
the thing goes inside the hole.
We're not doing it right now,
We're
Jared.
not doing that right now. It's a
That's-
whole different ordeal.
That's a
An
different
oil
deal.
sample is an
Then-
oil sample.
That's a whole
Usually
video by itself because then you got to do the paperwork and everything else.
Oh,
There's
with it
paperwork to fill out.
Yeah,
with your
I'll make a
truck
John
number and all
Doe
that.
paper. You know what I mean?
and post it.
No, John. So it just shows example.
Ah.
It's not our information.
Everybody does a different.
It's not our
You
information
just
on
get
it.
a hold of your local oil company and know your local oil company. They all do oil samples.
So you guys heard it from my dad, local oil company.
All right, we're still draining.
Dad, that's not water on the Kirkwood. That's antifreeze. It's got a red pigment to it. Where is the barcode?
Okay.
First jug is empty or full. I mean, so we got let it drain in.
This one.
What?
We shut off the valve up here, so it's
Yeah,
not
there it goes.
running no more.
Hang on, give me a second.
So Jared, take that filter. I don't know what he's. I need the oil into the hole. So it ain't a
I
big
didn't.
mess.
Here, right now I got you.
They ain't a big deal. Jug.
When that one's finished, and you move this other jug over there. Do you need the lid for that one, or no? Not yet.
Do you see? You can take the thing right on off.
And then
It's
you
not
still.
leaking?
Yep.
You're gonna have to step back and I'll start this one out
Okay.
since he's being helpful.
Okay. Do you need this gray plug then? Here you go.
Yeah, I'm just wiping off the mess before it gets too big, out of control.
Yeah, I know, because you like it all, everything clean.
I don't like messes. Okay.
It'd be the same way if you were in a garage.
Yeah, because I don't like it on the concrete. Makes a bad looking concrete.
No messes anyhow. Just messy job here. Here's your lid.
All right, and I wiped the threads out because this is plastic. These are plastic. And if you have oil in the threads, you will over tighten them. This has an O-ring on it. Was it Farm Stores got these?
Yes.
Farm Stores got these. Your Auto Supplies has got them. They're for pickups. This is a 24 quart. 24 quart, that's what, 6 gallons. So 2 of these will hold 12 gallons. What's the truck hold? Little, yeah, a dry motor will hold 12 gallons, but you'll never get it out of, because there's probably almost a gallon that sets in the top of the head up there. In the valleys and everything. You see this? Look, come around this side. You see me take the hose. God bless him. I took off the hose. You see any marks down there? Didn't leak.
No spill.
There are cobwebs on there. This is a silicone piece. That's why it's that green color. Oil, chemical resistant. I can't remember what the price was altogether. But it's worth
It was worth it,
It's
wasn't
worth it. This makes it where anybody can change your oil.
We use it on all our vehicles, don't we? Or no?
Oh, that drain plug?
Yeah.
If it not every oil filter you can use that thing, the punch hole thing on it.
Oh.
Not all vehicles are set up. Sometimes the filters are in where you can't get to them. They got two different styles. They have the turn one and they have the quick connect. And the quick connect, you have no control over it. It's going to dump everything until you unhook it. That is a messy one. I like the one I got control where you thread it on. No, they have the quick connect is like air chuck where you snap it on and you got full flow. But if you're doing it out in the driveway, you want control.
Well, anywhere you'd hit me, you want control anyhow. You don't want to mess everywhere.
Well, some guys want full flow for a quick drain. But we got over 1 million miles. We're doing our sample and getting everything checked out. We had the oil cooler done. Was the last time we had the oil done. Just wiping out the plugs. I got marks on them. You see the mark?
Mm-hmm.
That mark so I don't over tighten it and wreck the rubbers. Same thing up here. There is a magnet inside here, and I got a mark on the pan. Can you see the mark on the pan?
Yep.
That's the same reason why there's a mark on the pan in there. When this is all together, these all line up so they're not over tightened, and you wreck the rubbers, and then you get leaks.
You don't need leaks.
No, leaks are no good. Yeah, when you buy this gizmo, they give you the torque specs and everything what to do it, because this thing's made out of brass. You don't need 100 pounds torque on brass because it ain't gonna last. You go by their specs, you'll have no problems. How many years old is this gizmo?
Oh, I don't know. We've had it for quite a while. Quite a few years.
And like every other change or something, I unscrew this, pull out, check the magnet. But I've had it off enough times that I ain't had no problems. Last couple oil samples come back good, so there's no reason to pull the magnet out yet and look. Alright, that's on full. Yeah, ain't much in there now. It's still leaking on my bumper, the water. Oh, hear the bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I did too bad.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we're getting into the slow drain part. Do you see where I changed the filter? Look at the cardboards. Nothing on it. No mess. You can change oil on a semi without making a big mess.
Same cardboard you used.
Yeah, these cardboards has been used, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. Quite a few times. Usually they wind up getting used for something else. They don't win when I do grease, though. The grease usually, when I do grease job, the cardboards usually lose.
Yeah. Alright, ready.
ISX motor, oil-filled drain tube. Not everybody knows. There is something in there to help you fill it full of oil. Look at that magic. And it stays inside the motor all the time, so it's clean. You can pull it out, make sure it stays clean, dirt or nothing gets in there. But that's how we fill it full of oil. Instead of trying to use a little funnel, this is... Oh, all nice and clean. See, one way you turn it, the other way it'll lock. You turn it, locks.
I'll be right back.
See, and it goes back in.
Mm-hmm.
Turn
These
it
are really
so
neat.
far it leaks. Yes, and you can pour a lot of oil in that and it don't plug up because it gets air through the sides. So, did he bring me the 2.5 gallons?
No, he's working on it right now.
You got the 2.5 gallon yet? Putting oil in with dirt on top of your bucket. Bad idea. Look at all that dirties that would go in your motor. Plastic makes dust stick. When it sets, it gets dirty. Now, I got an air hose here somewhere. Where do you go?
On the other side. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, gotcha.
Wait.
Okay, now you can cock. Go ahead.
We're going to put in a quick 2 quarts, and I'm going to go down to where the oil drains because ISX has a big gaping hole that oil pools. So I pour a couple quarts of clean in, and it pushes out
Too bad.
that nasty old oil. Put a little more in. I don't know. I don't even think it was 2 quarts. But you pour it in there quick, and it pushes it out of the low spot of the pan. When you go over to where your drain is, you can see that's not new oil.
Nope.
That's old oil. You'll see it change. It's starting to change.
Okay. So you want to go pour more in there?
It's not clear yet.
Want to pour a little bit in there?
I need a little bit
Okay,
more.
we're gonna pause it then.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Adjust it again.
Well, I put a little bit of clean oil. The way this is set up, this pan set up, is the drain plug is actually higher than the bottom of the pan. So I put in a little extra oil, which comes and sets in the bottom and pushes out the bad stuff. Not all of them are the same. Yours might be fine, but this one, the drain plug hole sets up higher than the bottom.
What about that little thing you had to use the Allen wrench on?
Yeah, this gizmo up here was loose. That's why you see the spatter marks and the clean. So I tightened that up. But what I'm doing is clean my plug, clean my threads. You see my little white mark? See my little white mark? And right there you go. You can force it more, but all you're doing is destroying the rubber seal. So I line up my marks. I don't know, it looks like about right, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It might be a touch much. I don't know, I can't, well, you're standing over here, it's straight, but it looks kind of crock-eyed there. I think somewhere there.
It's all lined up.
Huh?
It's all lined up.
Okay. That was the oil drain. Look at the big mess. It's everywhere. You can't even walk underneath there. Look how clean that is. That's being sarcastic. I take my time doing it. I don't rush because I'm not a spring chicken anymore. It's a nice day outside. you're in a big hurry, it really don't take that long. I'm not.
We've done it where it took it faster.
Yeah, I've done it when I've come home from work, pop the oil, drain it, fill it, change the filter out. I don't know.
Was that even?
I don't even think we had an hour in it.
No.
Maybe
You've been done it in
45
the-
minutes. I think I spent more time trying to get the filter off and on than I did.
The actual. We didn't tell him that you have it. Keep it. You had to run the motor a little bit to run it so it's hot.
Yeah, the oil was hot. We did it. The oil sample. I try to keep my oil above 140 degrees when I do the service, the oil change. The oil was warmed up. Look at that. That was
Get
There
your
was
cap.
all the oil that was in that semi truck is in those 2 containers.
I'll
I
get
had
your
one
cap.
major container that holded 14 gallons, but it was too heavy to haul.
Yeah. So we split it up.
So I split it up into 2 containers where it's easier to handle,
'Cause we usually
easier
give
to
it-
pour.
Plus
if
we
you
give it
got 11 gallons of oil and you got to pick it up to dump it into something,
Because we usually give it to
I don't
somebody.
want to do that no more. So I made it lighter, easier to handle. That was 6 millimeter.
For that one.
Yeah, this right here was a 6 millimeter. It was a touch loose. That's why you see
All the
the
spatters.
clean spot all around it where I wiped it.
Knew something was up. It kept leaking up there.
Yeah.
And that's where all the oil is.
All right, we're going over to the other side to put the good stuff in and be done. See you on the other side. We're in trouble. This is not eco-friendly.
Okay.
My gizmo, it screws onto that. It makes all the no-spill stuff work. I keep it in the truck all the time. Why? Because if you're on the road and this is at home, how do you get the oil changed? So I carry it in the truck all the time where you know where it is.
Plus easier when you're home and you can know right where it's at.
Now, you put it in the garage, like my garage, it gets lost. Not a good day. My oil filter wrench for ISX
Going through a
for
lot of
the
those.
14,000. I believe we got this at I don't remember where we got that. I think this was Auto Value had it.
Went
It
through a
was
lot of them.
Leslie Tools, I think it was, wasn't it?
I think so.
Pretty sure it was Leslie Tools. I don't even see the number on it. I've had this a long time though. I keep that with me all the time. Misplaced tool is not a good tool. Can't use misplaced tools. You gotta know where your tools are. Are you ready to grunt?
Yeah.
Not already up there. Not waiting for me. These are the clean 5-gallon buckets that we sat there and cleaned all that time. And I'll check once again on the bottom. Make sure ain't nothing on it. All right, and I got the hole towards the top. Yes, it is heavy. I'm assuming it's going in, right?
Mm-hmm. No mess.
It's a bit expensive, man.
Mm-hmm.
You could cut it off. They know how to dump them. All right, I'm cleaning the stick off. Are you back on?
Yeah.
All right, we put 2 5-gallon buckets in, so we got 10 gallons. There was no sense you said there staring at us to put 10 gallons of oil in. All right, 10 gallons of oil. Look at that, brand new oil, and it's still dirty. ISX. Don't like it, never did. Kitty cats, you can change it, and it'll be crystal clear for a while. And you see me dump some of the other oil to push out some of that yucky.
We didn't put enough in there to push enough of the bad
No,
stuff
but
out.
the oil cooler is full of junk, and this is a dirty internal deal with that emission stuff. All right, it says it's above full, so we're good to start, and I'll have to probably add in another half gallon, 3/4 gallon. It'll be right close to 11 gallons. That means if it's a dry motor, it's 12. That means you got a gallon of nasty, dirty oil. So all you're doing is
Mix it around.
mixing it around because you don't get a full drain.
That's why in our sample, it's not. We don't get a true.
Okay, where's my cap? Okay, I'm gonna make everything clear. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Run the R's up and down, make sure the filter's clean. Some people put oil in their filter. I don't. I like to make sure all my oil's filtered before it goes to the crane. All I'm doing is checking. That's all I'm doing. Mark, we got the boys' headset. You see it? So the engine's not cool yet. And it's pretty cool outside. We're probably in what, 40s?
Oh yeah, it's like 43 out.
43, 45, somewhere in there. It's not really warm. See, she's not cooled out yet. That motor's still warm. And you gotta watch, if your oil's too hot, it will melt your jug. Because it's a plastic jug.
Yeah, I've already had that.
You want it?
But that was cooking oil.
Yeah. Just like when you did the cooking oil, it melted your jug. When you
Tara
just dumped
was
it
there
in
with a
grease.
half, and then she still asked me about it. Right now.
All we're gonna do is start up, circulate the oil, and recheck the oil. After that, we're done with changing the oil. And when we get to have more fun doing the fuel filters, I have to look at the hours to see if we're doing them at this service or if it's later. I think the fuel filters are a couple weeks out yet. But we'll show you that when we get to that one. I'm just making sure oil's there before we go.